What's up, everybody? Checking in on the last day of accountability week. Looking back at this week, the hardest thing for me was making these videos. I'm I'm a person who doesn't have a lot of confidence already, and just kind of grew up feeling very unimportant and not really worthwhile. So making a video about what's important to me and about how I'm feeling seems kind of weird, because I would just have assumed that nobody would really be interested, and it would be kind of boring. But I know that's a lot to do with the way I grew up, and I have to work on that. And I've tried therapy and stuff, but therapy never really worked for me, because they seem like they just want to stay in the past, and I need to move forward. That's what I've always had trouble with, was moving forward from all the problems that I've grown up dealing with. My mother, who I've alluded to my childhood and stuff, but my mother was an alcoholic for 25 years, and before, what started her on alcohol was being prescribed a ton of Xanax a day. This psychiatrist she had was clearly some kind of quack doctor. I don't even know how she even found this guy or whatever, and how the whole situation played out, because I was 8 at the time. But he was prescribing her 30 Xanax a day, and the 30 Xanax led her to start drinking at some point, and then it just spiraled out of control. And I was along for the ride, and all of the times that she would promise me that she would stop drinking, and all the rehab and all this stuff, and then she would just choose the alcohol over me, or she would choose some, when my father and her got divorced, she would choose men over me. All of this stuff, I think, finally, kind of instilled in me that I wasn't important, and I wasn't worth her changing her life for. And I know that, and I guess in some way I thought it must be my fault that this is happening, because she's telling me that she's going to change, and then all of a sudden she doesn't, so I must have done something. And all this craziness that as a kid you kind of put onto yourself, because you don't understand it. It shapes you as an adult. And while I know now it's not my fault, and I know that it wasn't, she wasn't doing what she was doing because I was unimportant. It was because she was addicted. It's still hard though to reconcile in my brain, and so facing having to talk about myself and assume others are listening has been very difficult for me. And it's good. I think it's a good thing. I think challenging myself in that manner is good. It's just hard for me. And I mean, that's what Accountability Week's about, is just talking about the struggles. And this is a struggle for me. Making myself the most important thing to me is one of the biggest struggles I have. I have always been more interested in how I can help other people than I've been in how I can help myself. And I don't know, I do what's interesting is though that this whole program is making me face a lot of stuff, and in a good way though. And I don't know, I'm just I'm kind of bummed today, just because I was also I'm sorry to segue, but I'm also kind of bummed just because I'm feeling kind of lonely tonight a little bit, because my husband goes to bed at 6 in the evening, because he has to get up at 2 a.m. for work. And I'm usually, in the evenings, I'm usually by myself, but I usually go for walks and stuff, and I did my walk early today, so I was kind of just, sitting around. And so I decided to take my dogs out, because I didn't want to be, just sitting in the house, mulling over things and dwelling. And I was I walked past those houses, and people were out, just kind of having a good time, family and all this. And I just, I don't have a lot of family. I have my brother and my father, and they live in New York, and I haven't seen them in a year. And it bummed me out, because I was thinking, it just sucks that it's been so long since I've seen them. And it's partly the coronavirus, but it's also, it started, like I said, it's been a year, and it started because I got diagnosed with breast cancer. And then I had to go through surgery, and then I had to go through the 6 weeks of radiation. And by the time I healed up, freaking pandemic. And so it sucks. Like, I miss my father and my brother, and not to get into the whole thing, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's kind of weird to, I don't want to stop another video and start over because I'm just kind of like bumming myself out more. But yeah, so today it's not my best day, but I know I'm going to be okay. Cause I feel like reading and watching other people's videos has been helping me, because it's like, we're all kind of in the same boat. We all have different things going on maybe. And like, maybe your struggle is not the same as my struggle, but I know that we all struggle, and we're struggling together in our own ways. And when I read about it and I watch the videos, it makes the loneliness a little less, because I realize you might not be here, but we're all feeling some kind of way, that we're struggling, and I think we're all helping each other out. So I don't want to make this longer, but I just want to thank everybody for all their videos and their posts, because the motivation helps me. Hearing about your struggles helps me realize I'm not the only one going through things, and your successes are awesome, because they make me realize that I'll get to those successes. If I've had some success in losing like 41 pounds now, but it's not over. I still have more weight. I still have like, a lot more to lose. I have 46 more pounds to lose. I'm at 196 the last weigh. And so, I need to keep going. And so everybody's posts make that, help me to keep going. So anyway, I'm sorry this is so long. It always is. Thank you to everybody who's watched them and commented and liked it. And, it makes me feel good. Makes me not feel like I'm just doing these, like the way my brain tells me, like, you're just doing them for no reason. So anyway, I'll stop that there, and on to the next challenge, and we got this, and I, look forward to seeing everybody's posts. So hope everybody had a good weekend, and hope everybody has a great next week, and I'll see you guys then. Sorry it's so long, but later.